Are we ready to look at the week ahead for September 22nd? Fully now into the season of autumn and fresh off of our second eclipse in a new moon that happened on Sunday. So let's unpack the week ahead. Welcome, my name is Lydia Griffith. This is the Feng Shui and Bazi Chinese Astrology channel. On this channel, I often read the charts of famous people. I think it helps us to better understand our own lives and our own astrology. So welcome. If you're new to the channel, I am a master Bazi astrologer and also a Feng Shui consultant. And if this sparks interest for you, please subscribe, like, hit the bell so you don't miss a single video. I also put out daily shorts. And if you're interested, I spent about 6 weeks this summer doing a cross-country solo trip, and I am blogging on Substack my journey. It's full of wisdoms and inspiration, poetry. It's a deep dive. It's a really cool story. So feel free to check that out. The link is below for my Substack. Also, I am revamping the channel. It's going to get a whole new facelift, new website, new name, everything. And that's going to be rolling out, I'm hoping in early November. So stay tuned for lots of very innovative, much needed changes to the channel. All right, so let's get into it. Deep breath. The first thought I had when I started this video was, how are you guys doing? How has your September been so far? Feel free to put in the comments how this has been, remembering that the call of the rooster month, that is this month of September, is a wake-up call. It is also a time of recognizing your talents and how you are displaying those talents. It is a lot about communication and how you're communicating. Obviously, there's our collective world and what is being communicated to us and what is being said and revealed and how we collectively are waking up. Because we have a choice. We have a choice. You know this. You can choose to look at the dark and you can choose to look at the light. There is a great dualism to this earthly plane of human existence. And if you choose to wake up to your spiritual life, to your divine life, to your greatest expression of you life, you're going to feel that. That's where I'm at. And for the first time in a really long time, I feel energized. I'm also getting out into nature and trying to do hikes as much as I can. But if you succumb to the dark, to the news, to the tragedies unfolding with the everyday, you're going to feel, I would imagine, pretty heavy and hopeless. It does us no good. It does you no good. So we start September 22nd. We just had this new moon eclipse in Virgo season. What a call in this now moment to take a pause. It is a yang wood horse day that we begin the week with. And typically, I would say, hey, hold the phone, friends. We just had an eclipse, a new moon, a lot of energy. How are you feeling? Maybe your nervous system feels a bit fried or frazzled from that eclipse. But the horse, guys, whatever seeds you planted yesterday, whatever intentions that you set going forward in your life, this is action. Monday the 22nd is a green light. It is a green light to manifest, take the pulse of your passions. Maybe it's a war cry. Maybe it's just finally I feel some spark to really go off and do the thing. Lean into what impulses you have on the 22nd. Then on the 23rd, I love how this week starts. On the 23rd, we have a yin wood sheep. This is fabulous. So we take all that energy, that impulse from Monday, we run with it into Tuesday, a day of creativity, of peacekeeping. Maybe it was a rally cry that leads to Tuesday where you're able to forge peace. Maybe Monday was a day that gave you the passion and impulse to create something that on Tuesday you can use the medicine of the sheep to really manifest it and work that into something tangible. Wednesday is our correction. It is a yang fire monkey. Two things, maybe more, that come to mind with this. As you know, I've said when you put fire and metal together, alchemically, adding to this that you've got a yin metal of the rooster month and the yang fire of the snake year, all adding to the combustion. Wednesday, the 24th, could be explosive. Volcanoes erupting, planes dropping out of the sky, war happening, explosive. Along with that, we have a semi-fire penalty with the monkey and the snake year. A serious caution flag. Don't do anything requiring electrical work today, for instance. And be really careful with travel. Can we avoid that? Can we put that off for another day? And the other thing, maybe this is number 3, is this could be a really good day for investments. What's going on with interest rates? What's going on with the stock market? We get to the 25th, exhale. Wednesday might have been a real bump in the road. And just saying, if you go with the trajectory of this week on a personal scale, not collectively, that you started the week with all this energy and impulse to do something, Tuesday it leads into a tangible creative project, right? Wednesday could very well have been a day that you went in thinking that you could nuance and fix something and rearrange something, and you broke it. You effed it up. You derailed yourself. You self-sabotaged or sabotaged something. So Wednesday is a hard correction. Thursday is a yin fire rooster. This is again the electrical sparking. This is again something that is explosive but on a smaller scale. This is the sizzling fallout, and things need to be communicated, and there is a wake-up call that maybe what you started the week with isn't going to turn out the way you thought at all. You may need to go back to the drawing board and start over. So Friday, we end our work week with a Yang Earth dog. This is double Yang Earth. And this is like, yeah, we had a chat yesterday, and I'm standing up for all of it. I'm standing up for the team. I'm calling somebody out because we need to do a course correction and a real adjustment. This hasn't been fair. There's something that doesn't feel fair about the outcome of your week. This can also be a very heavy day for overreach in government. Saturday, a yin earth pig. And the pig being the enemy of the snake makes this another day that is a second caution day of our week. The thing that's interesting, friends, is this. If you're smart, which I know you can be, we all can, use the medicine of this. You know the caution flags. You know the pitfalls. You know I just gave you where on the road ahead the biggest potholes are that are going to break the axle of your car. Don't go running into this week blind. That's one of the many beauties of astrology, right? So when you start the week with all that impulse and all that verve, maybe don't be quite so loud about it. And maybe the creative manifestation that you begin on Tuesday, you keep it small and private and work on it on your own, so that on Wednesday, you're not really trying to fix anything. In fact, you're just kind of doing the day, staying out of the line of fire and not revealing all your cards, so that on Thursday, you can use your voice to gently start a discussion around what you started on Monday and began to create on Tuesday. So that on Friday, you've got something to work with in a way that feels equitable and just. Do you see how this can work for you? Yeah. And then Saturday, go home. Go rest. Do one of those sensory immersion baths, sensory deprivation immersion baths. Get into some water. Go for a swim. Get a massage. Get an acupuncture treatment. Nourish yourself. It's a day of the pig. The pig is the enemy of the snake. It's fighting. It's aggravated. It's irritated. So nourish yourself. Take care of yourself. And if you're going to hang out with your besties, hang out with like your one best friend. This isn't a day to go into the party scene, because somebody is going to feel like a third wheel, a fifth wheel. You know what I'm saying? Then on Sunday, things kind of ease out. It's a yang metal rat. It could be a very social day. It could also be a day of wealth and of assessing where you are in your relationship to your money. Maybe it's time to redraw the map for the last quarter of the year. Where are you with all of that? Could be a day of gathering with people. Be really careful when you go out and you're in a big crowd in the climate that we live in these days. So that's the week ahead. And like I said, I think there's a lot to work with if you pay attention and are mindful. So, yeah. I would say overall the biggest thing is don't get so excited about something that you're oversharing or thinking that all the lights ahead are going to be green. You ever get on a road that you haven't been on before and the light turns green and you think to yourself, oh, well, that means the next 3-4 lights ahead are going to be green too if I keep the certain speed going, but the next light's red. And then the next light's just turning red as you approach it. And you're like, oh, right? It's annoying because you feel like you keep starting and stopping and starting and stopping and the cars are backing up. It's so much easier when it's just a flow of green lights. I've been on those streets too. And that's super fun. Oh my gosh, I can really move now. It's not one of those weeks. And knowing that allows you to know when to use your brakes, stay mindful of who's behind you, that you don't slam on your brakes, right? This is mindfulness, and this is how we dance with our astrology. All right, friends, Thank you so much for being with me. Follow along each day with your shorts so I can give you that daily medicine of how to navigate the days ahead so that we all may thrive and have greater ease in our day-to-day. Till next time, please be well.